everybody, welcome back. To look at the mold I have today. Look at the detail in this. There's all this etching and fine detail. So I wanted to try, to get something to go in all these little fine lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of these little bottles, and I'm going to use my isopropyl alcohol and chameleon powders. And I'm going to mix the isopropyl in the bottle with some of the chameleon powder, and then I'm just going to use the fine tip to be able to add it to the mold, and it should just go right into all those fine lines. And then the alcohol itself just evaporates. Now to get it in the bottle, I decided to use one of these little oh, I forgot what they're called. Anyways, because I knew if I tried to pour it in there, I would have spilt it all over. So pipette. I'm using a pipette. And so I'm just adding the alcohol, and then I'm going to use a little stir stick to add the chameleon powder in, and give it a good shake. Now, because the alcohol evaporates, eventually in this bottle, if you were to leave it sit with the lid off, all you would have left is the powder. And the same will happen in the mold. The alcohol will evaporate, and you'll be left with the powder. So I'm hoping, my goal here is to be able to get into those lines and make the cleanup a bit easier. We'll see how it goes. Working with micas at all can be difficult, to get in certain areas of your mold without doing a lot of cleanup. So that's the goal here. We'll see how we make out. So let's go ahead and start. So this is, as you can see, as I drop it, it's just filling right in to those fine details. You can see it moving in. And that was the goal. That's what I wanted it to do. So I'm just going to, and I want to use a few different colors in here, but I wanted this one in the larger lines around the outside. It looks pretty neat when you apply it and it starts moving into the different areas. And you can see with that alcohol out, it kind of has that sparkle. Now I do have this sped up, so it took me, this wasn't a quick project. This video is sped up a bit. So, but yeah, see, look at it when it goes into those little fine lines. It just moves throughout. It's pretty cool, actually. So I'm just checking, turning around, see if I have any spots that I missed, taking a look at where I want to add more of it. And then I'm going to switch colors. I thought I might try like a bluish color for parts of this, and then I think I might try a gold color in the middle. But this is what I was looking for, and you can see with this mold that some of it will be shiny when you take it out and others will be matte. Those low-lying areas should be shiny, whereas the embossed areas would be more of a matte when it comes out. So this is another chameleon powder. I think this one is called Teal. And I'm just going to add this into around the ears and down on his legs, just to give it a bit of color difference. Now this one, I didn't put as much isopropyl in the bottle as I did the last, so it's not quite as watered down, but it's still moving, but you can see where it's sitting on top in some spots as well. And you can see as soon as I drop it, it just fills right into those areas. It's kind of cute, kind of neat to watch, isn't it? All right, so we're going to move from using this blue color, and I think I'll use a gold for on his head and in the trunk area, just to give it a little more variety. So I'm going to switch over to the gold color, which I can't, and Again, I didn't mix this one as, I used less isopropyl and more of the Chameleon in this one, so it's not as diluted. And you do see the difference with this compared to when I did the first color. So I'm just dropping it and let it sit and move throughout. And then what I'll do when I'm done this is let it dry, and then I'll do some cleanup on it as well to get, really just want the low-lying areas to have the Chameleon powder in it. So here I am, I'm doing some cleanup. I have a Q-tip, I'm dipping it, and I put some isopropyl in the cup, and I'm just dipping it. You could also use one of those micro tip brushes, but I'm just trying to wipe it off the raised areas. Now this was actually more work than I thought it was going to be. As soon as you get some of that Chameleon powder on the Q-tip, it just it doesn't clean as well. So I went through quite a few Q-tips getting this done. So I don't know if I saved myself any work doing this. I thought it would save some work with the cleanup, but I don't think it really did. But it was a good way to get the color down into those, because you would not have been able to get the color down out of those really fine crevices using a brush. There's just no way. Well, not without getting all the surface area. So now I'm going to top it with black, because as we know, the black is what will make those Chameleon powders pop. So we'll just get this poured, and hello. Okay, everything's ready to demold. So I had extra resin from actually more than I thought I made when I made this. So I'll show you the extras. This one was just the keychain. I used the pink ghost powder, I guess it's called. So you can see what that looks like. And I did a couple of the turtles because I wanted to see what these guys look like. Oh, look at that. And I just used Chameleon powders on these. So he needs a little bit of trimming, but how cute is he? The other guy over poured a little bit. Let's take a look at him. Yeah, he just needs to, I just need to fix up the over pour, but same thing. I actually think they're both exactly the same. But it is cute. And then I did a couple of these houses because I just wanted, I think these would be really cute to put in the living room or just as display. And I just did them in plain white. So you can see that. They're just like a thick, chunky little house, but I just think these would be cute. There's a set of 3. I didn't have enough to do all 3. But I did the 2, and then I'll do the 3rd one. But those are cute. Okay, and now let's get to the main one. Oh, I'm excited to see how this turned out. Look at how pretty the colors are that came up in the back. Just that extra Chameleon powder dust formed a really nice pattern. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so mold looks good. Let's take a look. Wow. I think it came out really nice. The colors, all look, you can see the blues and the gold that I put in there. The kind of purpley color around the outside. I think this came out really nice, and there's no bubbles along the edge. I was worried about that because I didn't use my dotting tool because I didn't want to mark the Chameleon powder around the edge, but there's no bubbles around the edge at all. I think it came out really, really nice. Very pleased with this. You can see I put, let me bring you up close. I had put 2 little beads in for the eyes and just used some UV resin. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. And I'm going to be doing the mate to this one, which is a cat, but I'm going to do it in a different style, just to try something different. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.